Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really glad you are here, and if you're new, please consider subscribing. I do upload a lot of mods. I try to upload every day. But yeah, so for this mod I'm going to be bringing you guys the prison mod. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it or heard of it, but it's pretty sweet. So here are a couple images of what the mod does. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. So whenever you have whenever the cops arrest you, you actually get sent to this prison, and a cool feature is that it actually shows the animation of you getting inside the back of the cop car, and then the police actually driving you all the way to the actual prison. Or you can skip it, of course, but it's just a little touch. I think it's pretty sweet. There are other inmates, if you can see here, and you also have the opportunity to, I guess, so you can start a riot, so it gives guns to everybody, and then, or you could also choose to pay. I think it's like 500,000 to bail or to escape. So it adds a little touch to the police side of the game, which I really like. So let's go ahead and start this mod. So this mod is by marhex123, and then once you are here, I'll link this in the description. Make sure to click download. Click download again. All right, so now that we have it here, go ahead and open it up. We're gonna minimize this, and then make sure to extract it, guys. Please make sure to extract it, because if you don't extract it, it will not work. All right, guys, so once you extract the mod, so this is the mod, right? And then here are the instructions for this mod that I came up with. So pretty much these are the files that I use. I do use Scriptic 5, Script.net 3. You do need OpenIV for this one, and menu don't necessarily need it for this mod, but that's the trainer that I use, and I just like to let you guys know that that is the trainer that I use in case you see my menu on there pop up if I'm using it there in the game. Alright, so now that I got that out of the way, here we have the mod that we downloaded, the one that's linked in the description. So these are the files that you're messing with, so you will really only need these two, right? These are the only two mods that you really need, the only two files. So first thing, this one just goes in your scripts folder. So let me go ahead and do that for you guys. And the other one is a little bit more complicated, but let me just get the easy one out the way. So this DLL file is just gonna be dragged into your scripts folder. So go ahead and open IV, or open IV, I should say. We'll let that load. All right, sweet. So once you are in here, go to your scripts folder, and if you don't have the scripts folder, guys, there's nothing special about this folder. I just created a plain folder inside of here, so go ahead and click edit mode. So if you are doing this through OpenIV, you would just click this create new folder. This little pop-up will come up, and just call it scripts, and that's literally it. And then the script.net is what reads this folder, so make sure you do have script.net 3. So I'm not going to create it because I already have it, but that's how you would create it. So go inside of your scripts folder, and if you just created it, go inside the folder you just created, so scripts. All right, once you're here, you're literally just going to drag this folder in there, this file in there. All right, so now that that is in there, let's go ahead and mess with the modded files. So we got one, and then here are the instructions for that file. So all right, first gotta copy the x64v.rpf file to your mods folder. How do you do that? So on the left side here, we're giving a bunch of files, and you need to look for the x64v, which should be towards the bottom. So this one right here. And if you click on it automatically, and if it's not in your mods folder, you will get this same little red pop-up, except it'll say that you are out of your mods folder or something like that, and it'll ask you in here, do you want to move this to your mods folder? Click on that, and then it'll drag this file into your mods folder. So that's how you get it in there. So once you click that and it's in your mods folder, now if you go to your mods folder, it should pop up right here. All right, so make sure you do move that first. So once you are here, once you see that, you gotta browse to your mods. So that's where we're in, right? We're in. So let me start over. So GTA 5 mods, right, mods 64v, models, CDI or CD images, Steam peds underscore players RPF. So if you go to the bottom, it should be this one here, right? So Steam streamed peds underscore players RPF. There are other kinds, but make sure it has players after the underscore. Click on that. All right, these are the three files you're gonna mess with. So player 1, player 2, player 0. So click on player 1. So if you, here, I want to show you this first. So this is the mod, right? This is the mod that we downloaded. So if you go inside of that modded folder, So you can see we have the exact same files here. And what you're gonna want to do is go inside of the modded file. All right, go to player 1. You have these files right here. And now if you go to player 1 on OpenIV, you'll see more files. So drag the 2 files from the modded file onto that folder. Boom, done. Make sure you are in edit mode too. All right, player 2. Go inside of player 2 and then go inside of player 2 on the modded file that we downloaded. Drag that as well. Boom. All right. And then player 0. And then go to player 0 here. And boom, done. All right. And then also the instructions on the actual file set to rebuild it. I noticed you don't have to do it. It worked for me without it. So I mean, if you want, feel free to rebuild it. I didn't do it, so I'm just gonna delete that. But so that's pretty much it. So there really is only 3 steps for this file. I'm not too sure what rebuilding does. If you know and if you think it's necessary, just let me know. Right? I don't know everything right now, but I found out you don't need it. So once you move those files into those files, so once you drag over the modded files onto the actual game, you should be good to go, guys. As long as you drag these files onto the game, and as long as you put the prison mod.dll into the scripts folder, you are good to go. So now I'm gonna start this game, and then I'll show you guys. I'll give you a little play of what the mod does. So I'll be right with you guys. All right, guys, welcome back. And I am in my Audi R8 from one of the mods that I use. So if you do want to see that and how I did that, how I replaced my cars, let me know. But that's not the point of this mod. So let's go ahead and get a wanted level on us. And the easiest way to do that, I find, is by killing people. So let's go ahead and blast some people real quick. All right, let's see. What kind of guns do I have? Come on. Boom, always. This gun never lets me down. Okay, let me down there. Come on. There you go. Alright, where are the cops? Come on, I've killed 2 people already. Alright, 3 people. I feel like in real life, if this were to really happen, I would not be driving this way. But in GTA, I don't know what goes on through their head. You hear gunshots and everything, they still decide to drive through or get through all this. Look at that, like what? Like, do you not hear the gunshots from at least a block away? I don't even have a silencer on this gun. So look at that, I'm literally, they see me shooting at that car, and this guy, or this guy just still keeps coming. He said, I'm just gonna drive through. And then there's that. Alright, so cops seem to be coming on their way now. And then I'm just gonna do the F12 button. So what that does, if you have more than a 1-star wanted level, press F12 and you should get arrested right away. See, there's that. I also take a screenshot, and then it should take me in the back of the police car and then spawn. So I'm probably just gonna skip this just because that car is in the way. You know how GTA players drive. Alright, yep, so I'm gonna, but you normally, if you weren't stuck, you would get driven all the way over there. So I'm gonna press E to skip it, and then it'll do like a little fade out cinematic. You'll see me being driven to the prison, and then here. And if you are liking these videos, guys, please make sure to give it a like. I'd really appreciate it. Alright, we're almost there. He's really trying to take me to prison, man. And then I noticed that this happens every time. I don't know if it'll happen for you guys, but this guy just loves to drive on the wall for some reason. I'm like, dude. And then yep. So I'm not moving anything. It's just part of the mod. Michael would just walk over here to this door. And then I think after this, I should put on my you should put on his orange clothing. There you go. So yep, so there's that. And oh, change time. Last time I was on 30 minutes. So I guess the more you get arrested, the more your time goes up, I'm assuming. So you're with all these inmates. There is a dollar sign on the minimap, and this is where you can either bail or give guns to all the inmates and they'll start shooting. So if you, so E, obviously you'll escape, right? So I'm sure you guys know what that'll do. So it'll just escape you out the prison. And then Y will make a right. So if you just go ahead and press Y, and I think it's, what is it? I can't even read it. 5 million. I'm gonna press E, or I'm sorry, Y for the right. And now everybody has a gun, and they start shooting at the prisoners. They start shooting each other. A big old war pretty much happens with. Oh my god, he died. Did you really kill him? Yeah, so you can shoot at everyone too. I think they'll start shooting at me as well. And then, you know, once you're done having some fun, you can just decide to escape. It is a lot of money, right? 5 million bucks, but I mean, if you know how, there's a lot of ways to get money. I think even the menu, there's you could adjust how much money you got. I think I got like $2 billion, so that's literally nothing. So it'll actually help you get your money go down, because I'm like, I'm never gonna spend all this money, so maybe now I will. Bailing from cops all the time. So now if you hit E, did it crash? Hold on, let me go over here. Usually you would just have to come over here. There you go. So you have to come to the door, go to the dollar sign, press E, and then you get bailed out. So there is that. There is your minus 5 million. And then, yep, you are escaped, and then you are on your way again. And this will keep happening if you get arrested. So now you just won't. I'm pretty sure you won't get sent out to the police station anymore. You'll be sent here to prison. And I believe your time does increase, because last time I was at 30 minutes and this time I was at 40. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed this mod, give it a thumbs up. I'll be sure to bring out some more. And let me know if you guys actually try out this mod, right? Let me know, and also let me know if you guys want to see anything in particular. And then I'll see you guys on the next one, right? Take care.